Product managers are often viewed as mini CEOs, driving the development, launch, and improvement for their features and products end to end. At its core, product management is really about identifying and defining problems. In order to be successful, product managers must have a deep understanding of problems facing users. They need to understand user needs, they need to know their product, and usually the competition as well. And in order to do this, product managers answer lots of questions. Product managers are responsible for figuring out what the team should build, specifically what the product should do. And it's not just about detailing what the product should do, though. It's important to build products that people want. So the product needs to do something for the user or create value for the user. Understanding who your user is also critical to building great products. Different types of users will have different needs. Once you know who your users are, it's important that you understand their needs on a very deep level. For example, imagine that you're building a calculator app. The way that you think about building it will be very different if your user is in grade school and just learning math skills. On the other hand, if you're building a calculator for a scientist working on pharmaceutical development, you would end up with a very different looking calculator. PMs also need to answer the question, why are we solving this problem, and why are we building this specific solution? It's important to understand the impact of solving the problem. Solving a problem needs to have both user value and also meet business objectives. It's also important to explain to the team why you're picking one solution over the others. Having compelling answers to these questions is what will move the product forward, and ultimately, it's what will get people excited about working on it. And lastly, once you understand what, for who, and why, PMs need to answer the question, when? When are we building this? Unfortunately, you will never be able to build everything all at once, so it's important to understand and prioritize what to build first and what will go on the roadmap for later. There's always going to be trade-offs to be made. These questions need to be answered in a strategic manner that tie back to business goals and objectives, as well as create a cohesive narrative around how these products fit into what the company is doing and what the company will be doing and can be doing in the future. Product managers are strategic. They're focused on building and bringing successful products to market. They need to be hyper aware of their user needs, have intuition around how their users will respond to new features or changes in the product, and they need to be able to map out the steps that need to be taken in order to get the product to its full potential and vision. And along the way while they're doing this, they need to be able to course correct as they learn new information. Product managers are constantly communicating out and responding to questions. They are the source of truth for the current state of their product shortcomings, opportunities, what the team's working on, and when those projects will be delivered. PMs need to communicate across a variety of different audiences, whether that's the design and engineering team, executives, or customers. One of the most important communication skills is the ability to easily translate between different audiences. They need to be able to translate between user needs, to design solutions, to technical solutions, and more, like business impact. Product managers also act as the glue that hold the company together. They're in the only role that sees the product all the way through the development process. Design might not be aware of what marketing is working on, and vice versa. Support might not be aware of new features that the engineering team's built. With this end-to-end visibility, product managers connect people across the team and share information in order to help facilitate reaching shared goals and objectives. Product managers also have to constantly respond to new information and decide what to do. Whether that's an email about a change in strategy from the CEO, a competitor launching a new product, or results from a user study. And product managers are always dealing with fires. They have to constantly think on their feet and tackle issues as they come up, like a production bug that prevents users from signing in or external dependencies that have slipped. So now you have an overview of what product managers do. Let's move on and talk a little bit about why product management is important.